Looking at the key graphs here, you can see here's one where we've got um, temperature and viscosity. And I think this is actually, we want to use this inverse temperature and was it natural log viscosity? And that will give us this linearized graph. IB physics, sometimes they're doing these calculations and they're doing them by hand. They want to do them by hand, but then they want to be able to graph them. And that's where these custom error bars come in. And this will appear as an option anytime where you have a numeric X and a numeric Y, and you have less than 15 data points and you have no repeated values. So it's really the situation where what we're graphing here is summaries here, where these data points are averages already of some other trials that a student calculated elsewhere. And when we go into the custom error bars, and sorry, if it was default, nothing would come up first, it would come up here. And in these here, it's asking you to pick which column do you want to use as your error bar. So let's see if we have like absolute uncertainty here. Let me see if I've got, yeah, that's the right one for this. So I've added this absolute uncertainty to this, and then you'll also see in the configuration here's something again. And I think honestly, this is something that is really only done in IB physics. We kind of scoured the internet to see if there was anyone else doing this with data anywhere else, and I'm pretty confident in the answer of this is something that IB physics made up, and that's okay. You all want to do it. I can see some of the reasons why they did, but what they're doing is they're adding a best fit line. The thing that I'm really only seeing in IB physics is this minimum and maximum gradients. And it's interesting, and you can look at it pictured here, but what it literally is it's drawing a line from the top of the rightmost error bar in this graph, and it's connecting it to the bottom of the leftmost error bar, and then vice versa, the top of the leftmost error bar to the bottom of the rightmost error bar. And they're kind of using this almost like a confidence interval for the line of best fit. And they're having students report the minimum and maximum gradient, which you'll see Data Classroom is reporting over here underneath the best fit on the right. And I think that this is probably harkens back to a day when students were only plotting data by hand. And this was kind of like a quick and dirty way to sort of show how confident you were in your line of best fit without using enormous computing power that computers use to calculate something like a 95% confidence interval along a line. So this is a quick way to do it. It's stuck as tradition, and this is something that's very, very common in IB physics. So